In the aftermath of the attacks, you experience the impossibility of normality, the impossibility of tranquility, the impossibility of life. And yet, life. Those who hate will never shout louder than those who love. And on the evening of November 13th, the murderers found people more courageous, more combative than themselves. Yes, the terrorists found people much braver than themselves. Paris stood firm. You stood firm. France stood firm. The Republic stood firm. In the face of urgency, through fraternity, through justice, through truth, through the love of life, we stood firm and everyone played their part. We cannot give meaning to November 13th, but we can give meaning to November 14th, to each of your tomorrows, to each of your steps. When put together, they tell a story of courage, solidarity, and life. A story of vigilance because at every hour of the day, now, a part of the nation remains on alert, from dawn to dusk, focused on the safety of its children. We are consolidated to the values of a nation that we have been building for centuries and which we will never stop defending. We must tirelessly continue this work of passing on to our children, educating our youth, and tirelessly continue to make Republicans. No one, unfortunately, can guarantee the end of attacks. But we can guarantee that for those who take up arms against France, the response will be uncompromising, that we will continue this fight against terrorism relentlessly, and that we will continue to fight for our youth with the same strength. These Islamist terrorists did not target you as individuals. They did not target your children, nor your loved ones. They targeted France. They resented us for being French. They oppose a way of being in the world marked by both rootedness and universalism. A world where women are equal to men. A world where people meet others in their differences, where they look each other in the eye, face to face, where everyone can think as they wish and say what they think, play the music that moves them, express the faith that inspires them, or the absence of faith, protected by secularism. And when terrorists seek to strike at democracy and freedom, it is France and Paris first that they target. That evening, they attack places of sport, conviviality, and art, places where souls mingled, places of freedom. And it was because you were children of this free France, whether born of her or, as foreigners, present on her soil, that you fell. You came from 17 countries, but in the eyes of the murderers, you were all children of France. Terrorism knows no borders. That is why we have advanced the European regulation for the removal of terrorist content online, now adopted, and work to cut off terrorism from its sources of funding. We hunt down and will continue relentlessly to hunt down terrorists abroad, in the Middle East and the Sahel, as well as on our own soil, stemming the flows returning from Syria and elsewhere, preventing radicalization. 85 attacks have thus been foiled in 10 years, 6 of them this year. Faced with such assaults, we have strengthened the values of a nation we have been building for centuries and will never cease to defend. And we must tirelessly continue this work of passing on our values to our children, of educating our youth. We must tirelessly continue making Republicans. Sadly, no one can guarantee the end of attacks. But we can guarantee that for those who take up arms against France, the response will be implacable. That we will continue this fight against terrorism without respite, and that we will continue to fight for our youth with the same strength.